Hello, today we're going to take a look at the autopilot and cruise control and decide when it's safe to use and when it's not. And I would very much welcome all your views and comments below. I thought I'd show you how I use the autopilot and the cruise control. These are not California big roads, but Cornish B roads. Here I'm in a 40 mile an hour going downhill, just coming up to the 30 mile an hour, and I will sometimes use cruise control in these conditions because it says 40 and it will change to 30 now, and one click on the stalk will maintain my speed at 30 mile an hour. I can obviously override it with the brake. I'm doing all the steering. I've just tucked the brake because there's a tractor and it's a narrow road, and I overrode the 30 mile an hour there. You can also override it by pushing the stalk up. So I'll do it once more and we'll just do 30 miles an hour. Probably not the ideal road this, because I find it's good in a road, the cruise control on sort of dual carriageway, motorways, and some quieter roads, although they don't have to be, like this, and I just want to stick to the 30 without constantly checking you're not speeding. You know how you think you're doing 30 and sometimes you're doing a lot more, so that helps you stick to the speed limit. And by scrolling up and or down, you can adjust the speed you're doing. Also, by going left or right on the same scroller, it adjusts your distance from the vehicle in front. I think 2 is way too little. I used the maximum of 7. I think that's safer. So here I've got the cruise control on 28. It will then go, it will stay on that because we're at 40, and I can increase that up to say 35, 36. And again, I'm using the scroll on the steering wheel. So this sort of road just is not very good for, I think, either autopilot or cruise control, because it's very bendy. The line in the middle of the road will disappear. Lots of bends, so I really need to be able to adjust my speed as much as possible. So I'm going to go down once and it will take us up to the 60 gradually. There's a good line in the middle of the road. Now I'm going to go down twice on the stalk, and that's taking, there's the blue line there, that's told us blue, and it will steer around this corner. Now I'm in Cornwall. There's an awful lot of roads that I won't do this on. This is a reasonable road, it's 50 miles an hour, and it's taking us nicely round the corners. If I don't hold the steering wheel, the blue would come up and it would warn me. It's a quiet road, there's not much traffic at the moment, the bends aren't too bad, so I'm happy to show this. I think there's an awful lot of roads that the cruise control will work, but I don't recommend it, I really don't, because when it starts to get too bendy, and now we've gone to the 60, the cruise control knows that and it's speeding up. So I put cruise control on, maximum of 60, but it's keeping that distance in front from the car in front, and I can alter it with this button on the steering wheel, but I've got it at the maximum 7. But I could also 2 presses down on the stalk and it's given me auto steer. The blue lines come up and it will steer around the bends and maintain the distance. When at 50 mile an hour, we're down at 42 because it's keeping a nice distance from the car in front. And a little bit of rain, and so the wind windscreen washers, wipers have come on. This is really for demonstration. You can use it on this sort of road, but obviously it's better on dual carriageways and motorways. And we'll turn left here, stalk up, takes the cruise control off. You can also just tap the brake. Now this road here, I'm not even going to think about cruise control. There's too many bends, there's no continuous white line, and the speed is variable, and the place is full of tailgaters as always. Here I won't use autopilot, I'll just do cruise control and it will take us up to 40, but I'm going to scroll down because I think 40 is a bit fast for this road. I'm going to go down to 35, which is ample for this bend. Just going to do the cruise control, 2 down, just for demonstration. I'm going to slow the speed down a lot. Now it's steering and keeping the speed to now under 30, and it's keeping me nicely in the road. There's no other cars about, so I'm happy to demonstrate this, but it's not designed for this sort of road. So up on the stalk, and I'm back into control, steering and brake. You can also just tap the pedal as well as the stalk, so we're now back in control. This road I could use cruise control. There's a very nice white line in the middle of the road, but the road bends a lot. It's straight for a bit and then there's a bend, there's a hill, you can't see what's coming, and I don't feel comfortable. It's good on motorised dual carriageways, and I think you should use it carefully on this sort of road. Hope this has been useful, hope you can subscribe and like, and please take a look at some of my other videos. Thanks a lot. So if we want to go into the autopilot settings, we can do, and mine's set to the speed limit. You can change it, the offset, plus and minus. There's a number of things you can do with the blind spot, speed limit warning, speed limit. You can also change the collision warning. Mine's set to medium. You can have it early, late, off completely, and also lane departure. Some people find some of the warnings on the Tesla can be a bit alarming, so you can actually take them off completely if you wish. I'm not, I'm happy with them. I'm in control of the car, I decide, and sometimes it warns me, so that's fine. Thank you very much for watching today. Hope you can like and subscribe, and take a look at our other videos, and see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.